home of tinsel, a shrine to midwinter here up north. Yeah, there's been snow and breathing indoors, people getting close, people wrapped up in time and looking around themselves going, where, oh, where could I possibly be? Well, the answer is, tonight you're here with me, and soon enough, with Tubby himself. And there's Emma Swift, Perry the lobster, lobster, oh yeah. But tonight, because everything starts somewhere, and then you can refer back to it, and if you're watching this after it's happened, it hasn't happened yet, but if you're watching it after it's happened, it has. Hey, what giants we are to play with time. So Mark requested some songs from the 5,000 Spirits by the Incredible String Band, which is kind of appropriate because it's always appropriate, really. Robyn Williamson just turned 79, and he wrote this one way back in the 1960s. I was a young man back in the 1960s. Yes, you made your own amusements then, going to the pictures. Well, the travel was hard, and I mean we still use the wheel, but you could sit down at your table and eat a real food meal. But hey, you young people, well, I just do not know, and I can't even understand you when you're trying to talk slow. There was a fella in those days singing, he was quite good, and I mean to say that his name was Bob Dylan. And I used to do gigs too before he made his first million. That was way back before Wild World War III, when England went missing and we moved to Paraguay. But hey, you young people, well, I just do not know, and I can't even understand you when you're trying to talk slow. Well, I got a secret, don't give us away. I got some real food tins for my 91st birthday, and your grandmother bought them way down in the new antique food store. And for beans and for bacon, I will open up my door. But hey, you young people, woo, and I just do not know, and I can't even understand you when you're trying to talk slow. I was a young man back in the 1960s. So Robyn turned 79 last month, and Mike Heron, who wrote this song, turns 80 in, well, right between this show and the next show. So I'll send this out to Mike, and then I'll tell him I've sent it to him, and by the time he tunes in to see it, it'll have gone. But that's fine, he knows the song already. Here we go. That was the last track on the 5,000 Spirits or The Layers of the Onion by the Incredible String Band, which bizarrely is not available on vinyl, or you can probably get one from Record Mecca proprietor Jeff Gold, who will find you a mint condition original for a fair price from his place out in Venice in California. This is the first song on it. I mean, this is the kind of time you could start an album like this, although to be fair, it's in a different key. Here we go. You know, this is just nervous chatter, I don't mean anything. Darkness grows the petals of the morning, shows to them the birds singing just behind the dawning. Come dip into the cloud cream, laughing. To dream. Oh, will your magic Christmas tree be shining gently all around? Climbing up these figures, the sun is tugging at my shoulder. Every step I take, I think my feet are getting older. I see the crystal dreams unfolding. To dream. Oh, will your magic Christmas tree be shining gently all around? Okay, Mark, a twofer from the Incredible String Band there. Now a request by Marcus Slade for a song written by my friend James A. Smith, aka The Great One. Marcus obviously tracked this down from a performance the Soft Boys gave of it at Maxwell's in August 1980. Well tracked, Marcus. I'm not sure whether I've sung it since then, so this should be blissfully cobwebbed. The Great One, aka James A. Smith, is a very old friend of mine who's in and out of the periphery of my fabulous musical trajectory, and I of his. We've appeared on each other's recordings over the years. This is his hitchhiking tale from, I think, probably 1977, known as Zip Zip. Here we go. Zip, zip. He looks like he could use a drink. Zip, zip. Some say that he's the missing link. Zip, zip. Sideways, he stood there looking cool. I flushed like a beetroot, he strawberried like a fool. Zip, zip. Ah, you're the one who makes me ache. Zip, zip. You're the one who bakes my cake. Zip, zip. His headlights flashing in the rain again. My thumb is giving me pain. Zip, zip. Another one passes me by. Zip, zip. Sometimes I wonder why I try. Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Okay. That was 3 songs not by me, so I guess
Merry
I'll play
Christmas.
something by myself. Merry Christmas. And I'm just checking to see when my wife, producer, muse, and all-time beauty is appearing. Oh, hang on.
You mean Tubby?
Yes, well, Tubby and indeed Miss
Zip,
Emma
zip.
Swift. Oh, hang on. Am I just getting Tubbs without you? Tubby's been very good today. Tubby has been with me while I've been recording some songs. Whoops. And as a result, he is... he may stick around. I don't know. Hard to tell with Tubbs. You know, you've seen him. Hi, hey, Ems. Welcome.
Hi.
Oh, God. Oh.
Hey, Groovers. You can't have us both.
So it seems.
Would you like to thank the following folks for their contribution to the
I
Fancy
would. I
Feast
just
Fund?
have to clear my throat from the remains of whatever it is that's been going around.
Incense?
No,
Strep throat?
it's whatever we had this week. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Some ghastly, sickly thing.
Yeah.
It happens.
It sounds like a relative, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Some ghastly, sickly thing.
But we're
One of
not
those sort of
seeing any
things.
relatives this Christmas.
Party!
Yay!
Why? Yeah. Nobody
No,
wants
we-
to see us, which is
We
fantastic.
love our relatives. Even more when they're at a...
Yeah. Well, you know
Lovely
how
distance.
it is. That old classic thing. How can I miss you when you still exist?
Is that
I
your
won't sing it
Valentine's
for
Day
you, though.
song?
No, darling. that's-
God. Usually it's you apologising for your hair, but tonight I'd like to apologise for mine.
It looks lovely. I'm so glad you've got it.
Well, I'm glad
you
I've
brought
got it too. I'm dying for a trip to the hair salon, but I just couldn't get in. Didn't make the festive rush.
Oh, well, a festive rush is a wonderful thing when you can get it, isn't it?
You know those dots kind of slightly... It's not a very screen-friendly shirt.
Isn't
though.
it?
They slightly blur.
It's
It's a
blurred
bit
dots.
odd. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the other shirt I was wearing, I kind of sweated through it in the warm-up,
In the Instagram warm-up.
The Instagram warm-up, yeah.
You played
So-
your latest love song. What's that called?
Oh, it's called That's How I Became a Demon.
Oh, right on.
It's from a forthcoming collection of country songs by Robyn Hitchcock.
Oh,
which is
you're going to
come
record
out.
that in Nashville, Tennessee.
It's so corny, I'm going to do it.
Are you
It's
really?
the last thing I do. Yeah, I just thought, well, as we kind of live there, or we have one foot in.
Since you're always threatening to never make a record again, I can't think of anything
Oh no, I'm going to do it
more
for
like
my
you.
own, for my own benefit.
Okay.
I'm going to do it with pocket money.
With pocket money?
Yeah. I'm going to kind of.
Are you going to raid the Fancy Feast Fund?
Well,
There's been some wonderful contributions
to the-
tonight. Thank you, folks.
Yes, thank you.
Do you want to say... You want to
yes,
say it together?
Yeah.
Thank you for your contributions to
the
the Fancy Feast Fund.
Oh, I love
God.
saying it together.
We're ghastly.
Well, that's why we're a couple.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
we
Okay, do you
are.
want to take it in
We would like
turns?
to thank the following among ye for your contribution to the festive Fancy Feast Fund.
We just said that.
Yeah, no, I was just playing for time. Oh my God. That ruddy poltergeist.
It's back.
It's back, and it's, oh God.
We're not having family for Christmas, but we are having a
We've got
ghost.
our very own poltergeist.
Oh, that's very goth of us, isn't it?
Well, you knew that old man that you thought was in your stomach.
Oh,
When
yeah.
we're getting ready. Earlier, yeah. I mean, it's all these little things that happen.
The old man in my stomach.
The old man in my stomach.
Gosh, that's
Sounds
horrific.
like a song book by, probably not by Julian Barnes.
Okay, no.
Sorry.
The old man in my stomach
I've got
by
an
Julian
author.
Barnes.
I've got an author in my throat.
You've got an author in your throat.
And I'm not going to
Hilary
sing it.
Mantel.
Okay, that is too true to be funny. I mean, that's exactly what her stuff was like, you know.
Yeah, you'd think I'd read books or something.
Well, I
Uncanny.
think you read Hilary Mantel books, which
Read
I
a
wouldn't
book.
advise. They're sensitive.
I like hardcore books. Well, not hardcore. I like doomy themes.
She was intense, though. Hang on, sorry, we don't need to discuss. We've got to read these people.
People
out.
are.
Well, I mean, not if you like Ronald Reagan.
Tubby's intense. Ringo's intense.
That's why they're not presidents.
Daphne's intense.
Daphne's intense because we're bringing her up.
You're intense. You're a very strong flavour.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not a president. I mean, in the old days, presidents were bland.
Okay, I could be the first lady of doom.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh no, that sounds fun,
that's
doesn't
beautiful.
it?
Oh,
No public affection on television.
Oh, sorry, you're right. We're British. I mean, I am.
You're British.
Yeah. Well, you've got the Queen on your stamp.
Oh God.
Hey, okay.
We'd like to thank the following people for the fourth time for their contributions to the
Fancy
Fancy
Feast
Feast
Fund.
Fund. Okay, go Hitcho.
Okay, we'd like to thank Michael,
Ruth and Luke,
Christian,
David,
John and Tamsin,
Mark,
Groover David,
Kevin,
Bob and Julie,
Patrick,
hey, Trudy and Marty,
Leslie.
and old KDJ.
Thank you,
Young
KDJ.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, KDJ posted a really fabulous thing on the internet today that I got slight envy about.
Whoa, has she got a corgi?
She might have a corgi. KDJ, have you got a corgi? Would you like a corgi? I'd like a corgi. Daphne would like a corgi.
Would she?
Ringo, Tubbs and Hitcho undecided. No, KDJ had a fabulous bag of Christmas cards that looked so ordered and organised. Like no one in this house would be capable of doing it.
But had they all come from the same person?
Well, they were sending them out.
Oh, she was.
So
KDJ was sending them out.
Exactly. And
So
I was,
KDJ had organised their photograph.
yeah,
their
and I
Christmas
can't
cards.
remember where KDJ is on the astrological spectrum, but it's in something way more organised than whatever the hell we've got.
It's probably like Virgo with a Taurus moon or rising sign or something.
Yeah.
There's definitely some Earth, something fixed in there.
Oh, something motivated.
Well, motivated but organised.
I admire it and I envy it. Groovers who were with us in 2020 will remember the time we tried to send out Christmas cards and they arrived at Easter.
That wasn't entirely our doing, though, was it?
No, that was totally our
Was
doing.
it?
Yeah.
We just failed to send them out properly.
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought the post office were all closed and everything. We couldn't get out of the house. We were surrounded by, with
No,
guards.
that one was. I accept responsibility for that. That was just legitimately. We were hand signing them all, and they were just taking hours.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas 2020.
Christmas 2020.
Yeah, but a sense of time. We couldn't get everything was shut.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
why we spent so
Our
long.
hands weren't shut.
Our hands weren't shut, but it was like impossible to do anything. Sorry, we're making you don't
So
need this
boring.
stuff. Yeah, it is
Isn't it
boring.
dull
Yeah.
when people
To explain
tell you
things,
all
and
about
even
the
worse
things
when they
they're
make
not capable
excuses.
of doing?
Well, I mean, if I could begin a litany of things of which I was incapable, 'twould be endless.
You've just got to have gratitude for the things that you're capable of doing.
Well, there's only about 3 of them now.
You can write a miserable a
I can write a dismal song, and I can.
You roast a good potato.
There's some more left.
Yeah, two
That's
traits
what
I admire in a life
Christmas
partner.
is about over here, really.
Roast potato.
Christmas, yeah.
And
yeah.
Monica had Yorkshire pudding for the first time.
Why? Where?
Because
Oh, I wonder where she had it.
at home, I think.
In Georgia.
Yeah, see, I do take note of these things
Is
that
it-
happen on the internet.
Is it legal to have Yorkshire pudding in
I
Georgia?
think it's Yorkshire pudding's legal everywhere.
My God,
It's
you're going to be telling me that they have
So-
they have Brussels sprouts in Macon.
They probably do.
Macon Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. But more importantly, there was Yorkshire pudding. I love Yorkshire pudding.
Well, it's only a matter of time before there's mint sauce and things in Decatur.
There probably is already mint sauce in Decatur. Is there mint sauce in Decatur? Sounds like a terrible B-side that I might have to pay you not to release.
That's fine. It can go with my unreleased country album.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
No, I think you can record the country album so long as it sounds nothing like a country album.
Oh, to be continued. It was a whim. I've got no intention of doing that.
As the owner of your record label, I give you permission to do that, so long as it sounds nothing like the premise.
I've never sounded like a premise. Because a premise kind of implies a conclusion, and there's never a conclusion.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was a detective novel, everyone would want their money back. Daphs, you all right?
Can I have a refund?
I don't know, how much have you paid me?
Too much.
Okay,
Should we sing a song?
Well, look,
that was very long.
It went on for hours. Those are the songs we've got requested that you're on, but we could put something else in if you want.
Okay, let's do Saturday Groovers, because it's sprightly.
Oh, one of my 3 cheerful songs. This
Yeah.
goes out to Leanne, who I think is in Memphis or Memphis
Tennessee.
area. Yeah.
You could go there and make a country record.
Is that technically... Would it be that or would blues? You mean the Arden Studios?
You could make a bluesy country record. At Arden, yeah? A bluesy country power pop record.
Yeah, anything else? There's trams. It is normal.
Sounding funky.
Alright, I'll drop it down to here.
Okay, go.
I can smell the smoke from the lungs of the Saturday Groovers, busy doing nothing when you're young. Saturday Groovers, nothing will move us. Saturday Groovers,
Or even Wednesday Groovers.
ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da da ba 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 da da ba ba. All the mad old boys, mad old girls, did we ever get it together? Emphysema, heart disease and gout.
Yay.
Nothing will move us. Saturday Groovers. I heard you cleaned your act up, you old trout. Saturday Groovers. Nothing will move us. Saturday Groovers. Come on down the Buttercross. Eno's got some mental floss, 'cause every Saturday's a groove. Every Saturday's a groove. Every Saturday's a groove. Did we ever get it together? Did we ever get it together? Did we ever? We could record that in Memphis on a tram.
Why would we record on a tram?
Because it's cheap. There's no recording studios in there.
That sounds
You
really...
just go it and do it on a tape machine. I've been filmed on a tram in Memphis.
Have you?
Yeah, it's up on the internet somewhere, but I don't know how you find it.
Well, you'd have to learn how to use the internet.
I would.
We've only had 3 years of pandemic to work that out.
Well, I'm not going to learn anything during a pandemic.
I know, and you're not going to learn anything new either.
Well, I can't. It's not on the
No,
label.
it's not the
I was manufactured with everything I know now, and that's it.
Were you?
Yeah, it was all encoded in me. That's why I was such a bumper value in those days.
Bumper value?
Yeah, they said, I'll give birth to this lot because he knows so much.
Oh, look, it's a little nihilist. Just what every mother wants.
Well, they deserved it, didn't they? All that stupid sort of...
Oh, right.
I'm sorry.
It's a festive show.
Oh, no, and I am the scream.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed.
The
little
little
nihilist
Jesus
Hitchcock
laid down his sweet
laid down
tongue.
his doomy head.
Well, yeah, you should have seen what happened to the wise men.
Who were the wise men? The Beatles. He had 4 wise men.
No, they were just like 3 blokes that came round from the shop next door.
Oh, okay. What were they selling? What did they have?
Sweets. They were selling like...
So instead of frankincense, myrrh and whatever the other one brings, what'd they bring? Like British stuff? Marmite?
Yeah, Marmite, Bounty and Crunchy bars.
I was going to say oat milk.
No, there was no oat milk in 1953.
Yeah.
Oat milk wasn't invented till...
Maybe oat milk.
Christ, I mean after almost around the time of Brexit.
Okay. What, they said you can't stay in the EU, but you can have some oat milk?
The EU hadn't even been invented then.
I mean when the oat milk arrived.
And when the oat milk arrived, I think they said, no one said... I mean, we were in Norway and suddenly there was oat milk everywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a girl like that.
A girl like oat
Always
milk.
go down to New Orleans to get herself lost and found. A girl like oat milk. It's Kingsley Amis'
One of the
book.
new songs on your country record.
The point is, you can't take any risks with country music. You've got to take a lot of risks.
You can't take any risks. You've got to take a lot of risks.
Yeah, because it's in such a prescribed
That's a contradiction.
box. Exactly. The first thing it has to do is completely contradict itself.
Okay.
Break all its own rules. Go to Iceland.
Okay.
And then start doing, like, be photographed with Jeff Tweedy, but not make that kind of music.
Okay.
And then be photographed with Marianne Williamson, but wearing a baseball cap on backwards.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I mean, you're breaking expectations. Like if I started jogging.
Oh gosh, I'd love it if you jogged.
If you came in the room and I was doing push-ups.
Yeah, that might be
And I was
nice for everybody.
coming up through the floor. Wouldn't be nice for the floor.
No, it wouldn't be nice for the floor.
But it's nice. I know when I see you, you're not going to do something weird like that.
Weird like what?
Well, like
jog.
doing push-ups. And I know you can run.
I know you can run.
No, not really.
I saw you run very fast towards an Italian restaurant in Chicago Airport in 2015.
Yeah, but that was before oat milk was invented.
I'd never seen you run before.
Yeah, and have you seen me run since?
No, but you were running for shrimp spiedini or whatever
the
it was.
presence of the Latvian waitress.
It was.
The one that got away.
The one that got away.
Yeah.
The waitress that got away.
The waitress that was exactly more country music.
Acts of service, you love language.
I know, come alive. Do you want to sing another ghastly song?
No, I'm going to let you sing and then I'll come back.
Oh, I like it when you come back.
You do?
Yeah, it's great. You haven't left me.
Okay.
Anyone else would. Or I'd have left them.
I'm going to leave you now. Could you do this one, please?
Which one?
Oh,
that one?
yeah, something sprightly that you haven't done
sprightly.
in a while.
Oh, okay, yeah. Someone requested this last week, and although it's called Dismal City, it's one of my perkier tunes. Here we go. It's my English national anthem. Hang on, let's see what happens here. Give me a rainy, grey, drizzly day. I feel okay when the skies are grey. Like the bullfrog in the reeds, a tiny pulse is all I need. Dismal City, that's where I belong. Dismal City, it's got it going on and on. Your idea of fun's not mine. I like to go where the sun don't shine. Sunlight across my sweaty face. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Don't get too big for your boots, and don't stray too far from your roots. Negative, not moi, you know. I just need some place to go. Dismal City, that's where I belong. Dismal City, I love it when it all goes wrong. Dismal City, it's right here in this song. Dismal City, and I've known it all along. Oh, yeah. That was for the mysterious entity that requested it. From the same LP, Drumser Captain, comes this tune requested by Jen Tiernan, aka Gen X. Hey Jen. Happy solstice. In the abyss, I don't know. In the heart of me, I'm blind, blind as if there was snow drifting through my mind. I don't know much, it's true, but my compass points to you. When it's quivering like this, in the abyss, there are things that swirl before my eyes. They've got horns, they've got wings. They were born to tantalize. Is it true, all that I see, or is it just inside of me? When you flicker like this, and you hear the serpent hiss, oh, you're in the abyss. Pressure on your skin from the tip of your heel to the face your eyes are in. If you go down there with me, what are you going to see when you're quivering like this? Hear the serpent hiss, oh, and you're aching for a kiss, just a kiss. You're in the abyss. scratch my whiskers because they're just growing on my face. Tubby has been doing some really interesting stuff in the cardboard over there. And apropos of Tubby, here comes his brother, Sweet Prince Ringo, who's been in... Oh, blimey, okay. Have we got the wipey cloth? Oh, I'll pop it there.
Okay.
Ringo is the most beautiful cat in the world. He's a wee bit of a shedder. So, Ringy, say hello to the folks out there, the Fancy Feast Fund friends.
Oh,
look at him.
Ringy.
Isn't he beautiful? Oh, I say. Right, sorry. Perry's just limbering up. He's doing his pincer ups before he reads the news. There's 20 minutes to go before he reads the news, so do please send in your contributions. Requests.
So far I've had one request for a year of the news, and that's the year 1 AD.
1 AD? Mm-hmm. Oh, once in Royal Davis City.
Yeah.
Stood a baby lobster shed. Okay, sure, that sounds good.
Do you want to play us another song?
I'm going to play another song. Oh, I know what. This was requested by Paul.
Okay.
This is fairly sprightly and has got a little bit of a it has got a bit of a facelift. It's got a
I love it when you smile.
I know you do, but I can't sustain it. How the hell do people smile? I think the only way I could smile is if I had an evil thought that was kind of slowly in my head in a good way. And when I say evil, I don't really mean conventionally evil. What I'm trying to say is this song is one of those hero songs, sort of Life of Brian type songs. Here we are, and I wrote it on the piano, and it doesn't sound anything like this, but let's try it. Children say he's the fella, the man who invented himself. He's the fella, the man who invented himself. When you need her love so badly, but she's trying to relax, you can't work it with your fingers, so you try it with an axe, and he taps you on the shoulder. You're looking out for number one. It's like drilling for a rainbow or an iceberg in the sun. He's the fella, the man who invented himself. He's the fella, the man who invented himself. Nobody knows where he's from. Nobody knows where he's gone and gone and gone, but he's not here. When you're waiting for your baby to get back from the moon and throw her arms around you in a very quiet lagoon, well, that loneliness is nothing. Just imagine how he feels. He's the only person in the world who still believes that he's real. He's the fella, the man who invented himself. 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 interesting on the guitar after all these billions of years. But there it is, The Man Who Invented Himself by Robyn Hitchcock. Oh, what have we got here? Leanne and Derek have both requested this song, and it's fairly snappy, a different kind of dismal. Raymond and the Wires. Now Derek and Crow Jane requested this song, for which the music was composed by Johnny Marr. Let's see if I can do this some kind of justice. It's a beautiful tune he supplied me with, and I put the first available words I could find to it. I could find excuse me, I'm just going to do a newsreadery thing and have a little sip of water. As Em mentioned, there's been a bit of throat activity here, and we've had colds of a kind. Here we are. Whatever I can, and if I should try, well, you know I'm only a man. To say you're only human, to say you're just a man, what does that mean? 'Cause I checked out, and it's easy to be a half of nothing but another man in a scar, avoiding confrontation. Don't look me in the eye, I'm living with you. this way. I've got no love, 'cause it's not in my DNA. You say you're only human, why, what big eyes you have looking at me. When you're doing the Caesar, of Ordinary Millionaire, music by Johnny Marr, more or less. Oh, I say, it's the Pesmeister.
Well, Perry and I both know Perry as a newsreader.
Yeah.
Perry as a newsreader and me as a former newsreader.
Oh, yeah. Recovering newsreader.
Recovering newsreader.
Yeah.
We both know that you're not actually a millionaire.
No,
Remember when we went to Vietnam and you were a dongonaire?
I wasn't. Well, more the emphasis on the dong, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was almost a millionaire when I wrote that song.
Okay, right.
But then there were various legal setbacks. No, it's...
Oh, God, Gov. I wasn't asking you to go into your alimony.
No, it's just...
I was merely making a quip.
Oh, see, okay.
You could have just been dignified and silent.
No, but what do we know about people like me that I actually take things very literally?
I know, sweetheart.
Rasputin.
All right, Rasputin.
But I have trained Perry to sing some very basic elements of Boney M's greatest hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is Perry going to sing Rah Rah Rasputin tonight?
That's what he wants to do. He's like you. News reading for him is basically a step in the direction he doesn't necessarily want to take. What Perry wants to do is
I like
sing.
reading the news.
But would you make like 2 albums of news?
Yeah, maybe.
Really?
It'd be a lot quicker than making 2 albums of songs, especially at the rate I go.
Well, that's true.
I used to read 6 bulletins a day.
You were a 6 bulletin gal?
Oh yeah, 6 bulletins.
Oh God, my heart, or what passes for one, is doing a thump.
Oh,
Thank heavens we have some
that
cheese
rock.
That rock. That press-up free zone of
trilobite you keep
trilobite I keep in my rib cage. Oh, you got him excited now.
Would you like to...
swing on a star?
Sandy wanted to know what doing the Caesar is.
Doing the Caesar?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Caesar salad at all.
Okay.
It's actually, the idea of doing the Caesar is... I just pictured somebody being very imperial.
Okay.
You know, acting like a Caesar.
Right.
It sounds like an expression, but actually I made it up. Mm. But it's gone into the language now. Sandy can use it now because she can use it in a different way.
She can do the Caesar.
She can, but she can also put a different meaning to it. She could have a lilo or something she needs.
A lilo.
A life raft, one of those pumpy, the things you fill full of air.
An inflatable.
What do y'all call them?
Yeah.
Are they lilos were they when you were growing up? Mm. Thousands of miles from the sea.
Thousands of years ago.
No, darling.
I had an inflatable trilobite.
Did you?
Yeah.
That accounts for a lot.
Oh no. No.
Not him, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I didn't ask for that laugh for Christmas. Put it away.
Sorry, this is a perv we used to know.
Oh, no!
He's dead. I always tell the truth.
Oh, except when you don't.
I always tell
a version of the truth.
I tell what's it called? Not the literal truth, but the metaphysical truth. Look, what? Just
Making
quickly.
me grumble like Marge Simpson.
Grumble is so like crumble as well.
Crumble.
Upon which custard
Ooh,
goes.
I wish we had a crumble.
We haven't got any, have we?
It'd be nice to have crumble.
Do you think the shops will open before Christmas? We could go and get some.
We could make a crumble. You and I could have merry ye arguments about what to put in said crumble.
Can we do a live feed for the Groovers?
We could make a crumble on Instagram.
I think that might be fun, like Christmas Eve or something.
Okay, hey folks, here's how not to bake a crumble.
If we get the ingredients, Pat could be the ref, or Tubby could be the referee.
You can be Nigella Lawson and I'll be Jamie Oliver.
Nigella Lawson's dad was a Tory MP.
Well, I'm not asking you to be Nigella Lawson's dad. I'm asking you to be Nigella.
Well, it's another country song.
Sexy, good in the kitchen.
You know, he named... I mean, it's like if somebody called Bluto had called their daughter Blutella.
I know, it's like how
Or
George
Tubby...
and Tammy named their daughter Tamala Georgette.
Well, at least they got a bit from either, whereas Nigella's just like, I want a female version of me.
Yeah, so it's just
Like
as well
if I had a daughter and called her Robina.
Rabina.
Poor kid.
We do call Tubby Tubina.
But he's not his own daughter.
No.
And that's just an innate desire to mess around with
I wish
gender.
Tubby had a daughter. Wouldn't that
Tubbs?
be nice?
What would his daughter be called? Prunella?
Prunella. Now that's a nice name for a cat.
It is.
Little Prue.
Prue. Dear Prunella.
Anyhow, that was a very long-winded way of saying thank you, Sandy, for your contribution to the Fancy Feast Fund. We'd also like to thank
the following, which is Cheryl,
Patrick,
Michelle,
Marion,
Robert,
Oren,
Laurie,
Ray,
Stacey,
Jen T,
Steve.
That was the last one. So you're
Steve.
supposed to go... Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Steve.
Thank you for your
Great
contribution
name.
to the
It's like a
Fancy Feast
firework,
Fund.
isn't it?
It's such a great name, isn't
The
it?
Steve was going off all over the sky.
Yeah, it's filled with so much joy, but it's also serious too. I like that in a name.
Serious as a Steve.
Well, it's one of those names
It's
that
not
you
a flippant name.
It's not a flippant name.
What? Not
Like
Jug-
Swifto.
Swifto is... but that's been Aussified.
Yeah, every time I get into an Uber and they go, is this Swifto? I go, yeah, that's my name.
But once Steve has been Australianised, he'd be Steve.
He'd be Steve-O.
Yeah, well, they'd be Steve-O.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that the Aussie... It's that thing of making stuff everything familiar and friendly and therefore not serious.
We abbreviate everything.
So adult Hitler would have been, you know...
No, God, so much with the gloom. We don't know. Not today.
Baz?
What can we just talk about Perry? Pez.
Well, you see, he's the Pez
He'd be
Meister.
Pez.
I mean, he's been to Australia.
He has been to Australia.
God, he is. He's miming it now.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
Yeah, he is. I mean, the Groovers, you're only probably... I think we have 4 or 5 shows in January. You're probably about 2 shows away from Perry actually singing at you. I'm sorry about this.
Perry singing at you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't apologise.
I think we're one more pandemic away from Perry going on tour in his own show.
There's got to be one survivor.
Maybe we should put a word in with the High Road Agency.
What, see if they book him?
Yeah, Perry's got a strong social media presence and a
Yeah, Perry's
certain
got some...
amount of charm.
Yeah, I would go and see him, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
we could sign him to Sub Pop.
Sub Pop?
Yeah.
Isn't Eugene Merman on Sub Pop?
Eugene Merman is on Sub Pop.
There you are, see. Perry
Fine
knows
record
Eugene.
label. He could do a collaborative record with Father John Misty. Father Pez Misty. Be great.
The problem with that is that Father John Misty has a sort of Elton John tendencies.
Oh, if Perry got in Sub Pop, he'd have his records for sale in Seattle Airport.
Which is where they also sell that nice food. Oh, hang on.
That's how you know you've made it.
What, because you're in Seattle Airport?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was just looking at some photographs of George Harrison of the Beatles in...
The Beatles, who are they?
They went to Seattle. They went to the Edgewater Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those pictures of them fishing out the window?
I remember.
And underneath, what you can't see is that there's people like
They've got
Perry.
a lobster.
They've got a lobster, yeah. They've got a lobster. They've got like thousands of them.
Thousands of lobsters.
Yeah, they're worth their weight in lobsters.
What? Their pincers all just holding up the Edgewater Hotel. Is that what you don't see in those Beatles
That's
photos?
what you don't see is that the Edgewater is held. Like, you know, you always see the top of the pyramid. You don't see all the people down in the bottom, keeping
You
it in
don't see
place.
Caesar holding it up.
You do not see the million pincers of Caesar. No.
Maybe that's what doing a Caesar is. It's holding up a pyramid.
Holding up a pyramid with your own pincers.
Yeah.
Well, Stacey, if that seems like
Sandy, it was Sandy.
Sandy! Oh my God! Sorry, dementia strikes again. Hey, sorry.
Stacey did contribute to the Fancy Feast file.
Well then, Stacey, this pincer's for you. Wow.
Stacey's pincer. Is that another song on your country record?
It sounds like somewhere in Dorset, doesn't it?
Ooh, had a great time.
Yeah, those don't it?
Had a
Stacey's
great time in
pincer,
Stacey's pincer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, clot of cream, didn't they? Like, yeah. Clot of cream.
Why?
Why? Because people are like that.
No, why are all these voices coming out of you tonight?
Because I've been here for so long.
The solstice has activated a lot of dubious sub-personalities.
There's a lot of druids about. Somewhere out in the darkness, there's like hundreds of druids with flashlights waiting for the dawn so they can go, you know,
Turn
boom
towards
chicka,
the
boom
light.
chicka, boom chicka, turn towards the light.
Okay.
Give it a bop bop.
Okay.
It
must be time. Sure, I think it's
the
past
news.
time for Perry to read the news.
What is it, from 1 AD?
Yes, it's from 1 AD.
Okay, here we go.
Happy solstice, folks! It is 2 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock, and at last, I, Terry, the 6th of November, get to read the news from 1 AD and what a conqueror of the universe was. All the publicity, as usual, was above sea level, and a large amount of it went in belatedly to the baby Jesus, what was lying in a tray full of onions somewhere in an undisclosed location in the Middle East, as ever a controversial zone. Sadly, very little attention was focused on what was going down in the nearby Mediterranean. What was going down in the Mediterranean?
Mediterranean. Okay.
In the Mediterranean, the nearby Mediterranean was scores of lobsters and the long presumed to be extinct, but were they extinct? No effing way, sir. Trilobites, yeah, we was having a crustacean off, deep below the waves. All the attention was on the baby Jesus, who was already tipped to be one of the most notorious monsters in Chicago. At one point, sharing the speakeasy with none other than Big Al Capone.
It's Capone. Oh, it wasn't him. Okay, yeah.
Big Al Capone and our Lord Jesus shared a special crib in Chicago. It was a really nice place until it got too cold, and they were removed in blocks of ice and lowered into the nearby lake. But there were no lobsters there to prize them from the ice, so they was catapulted to the nearby Pacific.
Well, the Pacific is like 2,000 miles. Well, they were closer then. Okay, yeah.
As I was saying, 1 AD was a really exciting year for many reasons, but most of all, the potential that was seen in the lobsters, which will far outlast any attempt at religious activity among the human species.
Man, that lobster is a prophet. He knows stuff. Okay, I guess I got some more requests.
Yes, could you please play Serpent at the Gates of Wisdom for Wafflehead?
Wafflehead, Serpent at the Gates of Wisdom. That's in G. And without the harmonica, it's quite short too. Here we go. Serpent at the gates of wisdom, curling round a tree, with your eyes so dark and empty, looking straight through me. How did you get so unwinding? Do you know my sins? When you're so close in. Serpent at the gates of wisdom, who did you deceive? She was weak, but that's no reason for what you did to Eve. You're a fool who broke the stillness. She gave birth to desire, rolling down the frozen highway like a burning tide. Serpent at the gates of wisdom, where do you belong? Wisdom cannot be transmitted, it keeps you hanging on. Do you really serve the devil? If it's all God's plan, good and evil need each other. Honey, I'm your man. Serpent at the gates of wisdom, like a purple sky, leering at me round the dashboard. Have I reached my car? I close the door, I start the engine, and I will take control. God above and all her angels, have mercy on your soul. Serpent at the gates of wisdom. Oh, that song's 30 years old now.
I'd
Hey,
like to
sweetheart, where are we at?
wish a very happy birthday to Kimberly, whose 49th birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, Kimberly, I think you are just about in Capricorn then.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
How fabulous. I guess, yeah.
December 22? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's right on the line, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, today is 21, which I think is Billy Bragg. So if you're born today, you're Billy Bragg.
Happy birthday, Kimberly. Happy birthday. We'd also like to thank Lauren and Steve and a different Kim, at least I think, for their contributions to the Fancy Feast Fund.
Did Kimberly have a request?
I will go back into the chat and find out.
If there's something they'd like to hear that I can actually play.
But
we
I
could do
did
that.
have a request from Mossy Liquor because
Mossy
their
Liquor.
uncle passed this week. In
Oh, I'm
some
sorry,
quite
yeah.
sad news, and they would like to hear Scorpio because it reminds them of their uncle.
Was their uncle a Scorpio?
Taurus, I'm told. But everybody's got a little Scorpio inside.
I'd like to think so.
So that's...
Darling, you little oasis of purity,
I
what
know.
cometh from your mouth?
I know.
You who art a babe and suckling.
I'm just a good lapsed Catholic after all.
You're my lapsed Catholic.
I know.
Oh,
There's no such thing as a good lapsed Catholic, is there?
I would probably prefer to be with a lapsed Catholic than a Catholic who was still practicing.
If I was serious about it, I don't think we'd be together, Gov.
I don't think we'd be together if you were serious about
Yeah,
it.
if I was serious about it, I'd be a nun.
If you were a nun,
There's pause for thought.
I would surely run.
Yeah,
way
if you were a
down.
priest.
If I was a priest, that would be dodgy as well.
I know, you've written that though.
I have, I know. I'm just beginning to realise what that song could be, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no, it was about the
Yeah.
urge to confess. It's nothing to do with perversion.
Okay.
Although what you're confessing might be seen to be a perversion or a transgression.
You're confessing to your lack of Catholicism.
I'm making it pretty damn obvious. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That is so absolutely
But I
true.
never
You are
have.
making it damn
I
obvious.
don't even know about trams, you know.
You know enough about trams.
I don't know things like the wheel gauges or when things were manufactured or, you know, I don't know about the inner...
I
all the-
know
Those
because
tram freaks, they all know about the stuff inside, you know.
but you just care about what's on the surface.
I just care about the surface of
Yeah,
trams.
does the
Another
tram look
country
good?
song, yeah.
The tram look good?
The tram
Yes.
looks good, that's
Can
it.
it go anywhere? Who cares?
No, exactly.
Is it green? Ooh,
Yes.
bonus
Is
points.
it? Oh, yes, yeah.
Anyhow, since Mossy has had a hard week, could you play
I
Scorpio?
could, the inner life of Scorpio, yeah,
Yes.
coming at you. Presumably they mean that one. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think this is the song they intended it to be.
I don't know many actors or what an actor knows. All I do is wonder. All I do is ponder the inner life of Scorpio. No, I don't know many actors, but when I get to shows, I marvel from the circle, or I marvel from the cheap seats at the inner life of Scorpio. It's hard to read an actor. They're a book that's quick to close. Nobody's escaping. No, nobody's escaping from the inner life of Scorpio. The inner life of Scorpio. Ripple on the surface shows how deep the feelings go. It racks your very being. It rocks your way of seeing. It's the inner life of the Scorpio. You've got such an inner life, baby. You've got such an inner life, yeah. Oh, you've got such an inner life, baby, yeah. Like every dream companion, they'll sting you on the nose, but it's some kind of voodoo 'cause they hurt more than you do. It's the inner lie of the Scorpio. The inner lie of Scorpio. Hey, Mossy Liquor. Really sorry to hear about your uncle, and I hope his association with Scorpio is a good one for you in your mind and your memories. I've just got various requests creeping here, seeping through, but fresh ones coming in, I think.
Some fresh
Emma
requests.
Swift, what have we got here?
Kimberly, their birthday, would like
birthday
to hear.
Kim.
Birthday Kimberly would like to hear Globe of Frogs.
Oh.
Do you think you can bring that out?
Yeah, I quite like that one actually.
Oh,
Gave
you
it a
do?
rest for about 30 years, yeah.
It's good when you like your own songs, isn't it?
It's quite rare. I generally like them if I don't sing them very often, but if I can still remember them. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay, then if I do that, would you like to sing one of those requested ones with me? Because we
I
haven't
think
sung
we should
much.
play this one.
That
as
one?
it's festive.
Oh, okay,
Ooh,
sure,
yeah.
yeah. Do you want to do that one or?
Oh, yeah, why not?
I mean, that means you'd sing two with me and then you'd escape.
Well, there's no escaping you, my love. As the
Wow.
groovers know.
That makes me sound like the FOD.
What's the FOD?
Face of Death.
The Face of Death.
You weren't with me when I saw that terrifying horror comic in August 1963, the last panel of which was somebody looking at the...
No, sweetheart, I wasn't there.
No, it's really good you weren't, because it means you've slept better, although you've got your own nightmares. And I'm one of them. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Ding dong merrily.
Ding dong merrily the sky. Yeah,
I
you
know
know
that
what?
50-year-old baby also requested Must Be Santa.
You know, I am still learning that.
How does it go? Who's got a cat with folded ears?
No,
Go.
look, here, I've got the lyrics here, but you have to read them.
I thought you'd just do like a little impromptu riff.
Oh no, you got that. Hang on. Who's got a cat? Who's got a cat with folded ears?
I've got a cat with folded ears.
But it's not that tune, is it?
No.
No. Oh shit. Let's try. I study it every day for a week
Okay.
while we're making crumble and that. I might
can't
just
think
have
of-
it ready for next.
I cannot
Wednesday.
think of anything more us than preempting New Year's Eve with a song 4 days late for Christmas.
Christmas technically bleeds out to January the 6th.
I
yeah.
think that's very on brand, isn't it?
I mean, Santa doesn't just fall out of the sky at midnight on December the 25th. He's got to go to all those places you're not supposed to go.
I mean, if Santa's delivering in the UK, he may have been affected by the postal strike.
Santa
as well.
won't even get to the UK till January the 5th because the postal strike goes on.
What,
till
they
then.
don't... Since Brexit, Santa's got a Euro passport. He can't get in.
Santa's basically from Finland.
Is he?
So yeah, he's Finnish. His middle name is Tukoli Justakanon. Santa
He
drinks...
sounds like a spy.
Well, that's how British people like to think of people who have Russian, Finnish, whatever.
Okay.
You know, but we were up in the Arctic a couple of weeks ago. We know
You
they
were.
weren't spies.
But they might have been spies.
Well, it was a bit dark to tell. Okay, you know that figure in a red cap with a red jerkin and boots and snow in his beard, even though it wasn't snowing, who sat in the corner of the bar every night, going hoo hoo hoo, and texting people in Moscow.
I didn't notice him.
That I don't.
He's too busy looking at the Northern Lights.
Oh, ding dong merrily. Well, that was Santa.
That was Santa.
That was Santa. He was in that bar. Yeah.
Santa was in the bar.
Yeah, that.
Blaurock.
The Blaurock, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's probably still. The point is, yeah, the thing is that because of Brexit and the ruddy postal strike, Santa's going to be operational till January the 4th. So
Okay.
we can do that song in a week's time.
Okay.
And we can show them films of us making crumble as well, if you like.
Oh wow. Wow. Lucky groovers.
We could give them a live, custard in on Christmas Day.
That sounds filthy.
Do you know, I mean, can we even buy custard in London or do we have to get it from Finland?
Not anymore.
Custard in my vodka.
Oh, gosh.
See, that's what country music is about.
Custard in your vodka?
Yeah.
Johnny Cash. Custard in my
Yeah.
vodka.
I'll spare you. I'll spare you.
Please spare us all.
Okay, I got to sing GOF, and then will you
Globe
join me?
of Frogs for
join me
Kimberly's birthday.
Okay, here we are,
Yeah.
Kimberly. Okay, then please, if you'd face joining me for one more.
Well, if you don't mention custard again, I might.
Me, the non-custard mentioner of the family. Please, you're going to give them the wrong idea. What's that, Perry? No, it doesn't have ambrosia in it. Here we are. Happy birthday, Kimberly. And when she feeds the flowers, up they rise their pretty little heads. And when she waters them, they glow and smirk and smile in their beds. And in a globe of frogs, we're making love and moving on. And when she walks across the floorboards, how they creak and ooze and moan. And when she walks across the floorboards, they're so glad she's on her own. And in a globe of frogs, we're making love and moving on. And in a globe of frogs, we lie on sack and saying, Mrs. Watson, all your children have been certified insane. And I want you. And when the night comes down, the houses close their doors and dream of her. Their shuttered eyes reflect the night, their fingers wrap around her form. And in a globe of frogs, we're making love and moving on. And in a globe of frogs, you know what's right, you know it. Mrs. Watson, you've been certified as good as gold. And I want you, yes I want you, Mrs. Watson. Ain't you never seen a disembodied soul before? Ain't you never seen a soul seeking incarnation? Incarnation. And when she feeds the fish, they flip and jerk and wriggle in the pond. And when she hands them things, they all perk up and nibble on a thumb. And in a globe of frogs, the moth unfurls its moistened wings. And in a globe of frogs, a soul appears, the word made flesh. And apropos of flesh, here comes Tubby, who is chock full of wisdom. I think he's coming to join Em and me for one final song before I rug her out. It's Tubbs. What was he up to?
He was
Tunneling into the wisdom cupboard.
cuddling his brother Ringo.
Wow.
They were being very affectionate.
That's very unbiblical.
Well, I think the trauma of having a dog as a sibling has really bonded Tubbs and Ringo. Hasn't it, Tubbs?
It does at points, yeah, it's true. God, he's such a good boy. He's such a good recording engineer.
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he?
He just comes in, he does that thing that the producer does of calming you down, giving you ideas, but also what the engineer does of pressing the button so it rolls and getting your levels right. He's just fantastic.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy. So, not as thuddy as your brother, but you're very acute and special. And Tubby's good with paperbacks as well.
Good with paperbacks, good with people.
Yeah, God, I mean...
Everybody should have a Tubby.
You should. Tubby's good. So look, should we do this one here?
You're not so good at getting away, Tubbs.
No, he's usually pretty good.
Love.
Okay.
It's PMAC's birthday. I just want to give PMAC a shout
Oh,
out.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday for the 26th.
26. Oh, no,
Yeah.
you are same day as Mike Herron. You're St. Stephen's Day.
December 26th.
Yeah, you're proper Capricorn.
Oh, yeah.
You're into deep Cap.
We're in the Cap zone.
Yeah, you're implacable, conquistador, slow, solid. You'll last for 256 years, and you get everywhere.
Oh, I'd love
You're
to
not
get
in a hurry
everywhere.
Well, I'd love it if you got everywhere sometimes.
I get a lot of places.
Well, I'd slipstream you.
But not with the dignity of a Capricorn. I get places with the pure chaos of a Sagittarius.
Well, you're buffoons, teachers and explorers, aren't you?
That's true.
You're pirates, but you're more fun.
Oh.
Caps are generally more... I mean, there's terrific Capricorns, but you don't usually have them around if you want to kind of go ape.
I'd love to go ape with David Bowie and Elvis.
Well, they were born the same day.
Yeah.
I think there might have been controlling issues, though.
Okay.
Well, who knows? Anyway, let's see.
Thanks for your thoughts.
Uncle
Robyn
Brian
Hitchcock, astrologer.
Look, I know this shit. I learned it from you.
You learned it from me.
I learned some of it from you. Some of it I've been working on since. Yeah, I used to walk into the police station in the early 70s, and they
were you walking in, or were they walking you in?
Well, they just adjust my handcuffs and go, "Okay, Mr. Hitchcock," and I go, "Leo, Scorpio."
I'm sure they loved that.
Oh, it amused them, you know. They thought hippies were funny.
What, you did the birth charts of the Cambridge cop shop.
Hampshire and Isle of Wight.
Oh, yeah.
Cambridgeshire and Isle of Ely. Maybe just a little Humberside. And the Thames Valley Police. How sweet they were, how softly they sang as the moon went down. I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus, gazing out across the open sea. I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus, and they look extremely tired to me.
Can you do it in your regular voice?
I always do it in that voice.
Yeah, I hate that voice.
Do you?
You'd made that record after I'd been born. I would have stopped it.
You could have stopped it. You were 3, 2. You can stop a lot when you're 2.
Come in, thrown a tantrum, said, "Hitcho, stop with that nasty fake country voice.
Oh, a whole
Save it for your terrible country record you're making in 2023.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, where are we? Dying of starvation in the gutter. In the gutter. That is all the future holds for me. Holds for me.
You know, there's no point.
Oh, alcoholic poisoning. You mean you don't want me to join in the backing vocals?
There's no point in having a backing vocalist if you sing the backing vocals.
Well, there's so few people here that I have
know.
to do both, don't I?
No, it's a little
You can
bit.
do it on your own.
It's a little bit Paul McCartney and just recording all the tracks of the song slightly better than everybody else.
Yeah, but I'm doing it slightly worse. Okay, all right, you do it then. That is, oh God.
Okay, do you want to do that verse again?
Dying of starvation in the gutter.
In the gutter.
That is all the future holds for me.
Holds for me.
Or alcoholic poisoning in the restroom of my choice.
So bland.
That's all there is as far as I can see. Fried to death in seconds by the Russians.
By the Russians.
Or if you're lucky, just sudden stroke.
Sudden stroke.
The air heats up, the waters rise, the cities drown, and everyone does too. That's no joke. But I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus, gazing out across the open sea. I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus, and they look extremely tired to me. Put your faith in God, He won't expect you. Put your faith in death, because it's free. If you believe in nothing, honey, it believes in you. For God's sake, don't waste any faith on me.
Have it, don't worry.
When He comes to judge us in His glory,
In His glory.
glad to hear it. Then we'll see how old a man can get.
A man can get.
He must be feeling ancient up there on the rim of space. 2,000 years and he ain't been back yet. But there's still time, 'cause I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus rub their eyes and gape at what they see. I have seen the sleeping nights of Jesus, and it looks as though,
Does it?
and it looks as though they've noticed me. One more time, yeah, and it looks as though they've noticed me. Folks, we've run over time, I'm afraid.
We've run so over time.
We've got some interesting requests, which I'm still trying to work out. It's really hard for me to learn anything now, even my own songs. So I will see if we can get Santa ready next
That's
week.
not true.
But it is.
It just takes a while.
Well, it takes me a long time, so it'll take 3 weeks if I can't do new songs now.
Okay,
I
that's
could-
reassuring.
Well, it's fine.
Do
It
you
just
wanna
means I've got some.
Say goodnight to everybody.
No, because I've got to play a raga.
What, you thought you'd bore everybody with a little bit of reality?
Well, it's not reality. It's just me talking, isn't it?
Oh, that's
To make them
true.
feel comfortable.
A little bit of unreality.
Well, who knows what? But the thing is, we were here, and it was nice playing for everybody.
Yeah.
It was sweet of you to tune in, and
It's been great. Thanks for joining us for this lovely festive show. Mwah, mwah.
have a survivable middle bit, and we'll see you afterwards for
Yeah.
some of these. There's more really interesting songs you've requested, which I should just about have figured out by then.
Okay.
Really
Well, that's good.
great songs.
It's nice
Too
to-
good to play.
It's
badly.
nice to have things to look forward to.
Some of them were requested last week. It's terrific.
Oh, well.
Well, you know, it's like Santa. It just takes a while for him to come.
Oh, no. Nobody deserved that.
Okay. All right,
Mwah.
darlings.
Love on
we'll
you,
let
folks.
you. We'll see you later.
You raga out.
I've got a raga out. Yeah, hang on. Merry Christmas, everybody, by Slade.